Hello, everybody. Today's episode of Quarantine Street is brought to you by the word autentico. Very interesting. Everyone say it with me. Autentico. It's also brought to you by the number 6 and the letter B. Autentico 6B. Hello. Are you eating the number 6 and the letter B? Ah! Oh.
And is Mr. Cox bored? Yes, Mr. Cox is bored, but we'll make it. Saca las notas and es hora de escribir. Time to write. Vocabulario for auténtico 6B. Here's our pregunta esencial. ¿A dónde vas durante la cuarentena? Where do you go during quarantine? Here we go. First, let's start with some prepositions. Just useful words to talk about where you are and where you're going. You could go lejos, or you could stay cerca. Lejos meaning far away. Cerca meaning close to. Watch out, I've heard students using cerca but accidentally pronouncing the second C like an S. The word is pronounced cerca, not cerca. So try it out. Cerca de. In the picture, Ariel está cerca de la, let's see, gaviota I think is how you say seagull. I'll have to check that. And in the top picture, ella está lejos de la gaviota, far from. So lejos de, far from, cerca de, close to. Vivir, to live. A regular IR verb. Vivir is to live. Like vivir en una casa, to live at a house. Vivir en un apartamento, to live in an apartment. Speaking of, apartamento. El apartamento, the apartment, it's a nice cognate. There you go. Write it down. El baño. This one we've known for a long time, but let's just make sure we've got it down and we know it. El baño. Puedo ir al baño. Can I go to the bathroom? La cocina, the kitchen. And again, it's the verb cocinar means to cook, so la cocina is that place where you cook. La cocina. El comedor, the dining room. If comer is to eat, then comedor is the place where you eat. El comedor, dining room. El cuarto, the room. Now I've got here a hospital room, but a cuarto could be describing just any room in general. It's kind of an all-purpose word. You notice how the root word, it actually means fourth. I'm not sure whether that's because in like traditional, housing plans, a house would be divided into fourths, and each fourth was un cuarto, 1/4, and they called it a room, or if it's fourth because it's got 4 sides. I'm guessing more the first one, that it's a house divided into fourths, but that's just a guess. I don't know. El cuarto just means the room. El despacho, it's a home office. You might call it a den, but el despacho, like a home office, workplace / computer room, whatever. El despacho. La escalera, stairs. You could say las escaleras, stairs. We pluralize it in English, and I think we do in Spanish too. It can be used either way. La escalera. Now look at this picture and ask yourself, is this person standing at the top of the stairs and looking down? Or are they lying down on their back at the bottom of the stairs looking up? Kind of throws you for a loop. La escalera. El garaje. Yes, that's a cognate, and yes, it means garage. El garaje. La sala. Sala is, so this would be like the family room, the living room, la sala. Sala is another kind of all-purpose word for room, la sala. like la sala de clases. El piso. This building here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pisos. 6 floors. So piso is floor. And this could be used in both senses of floor, like the floor that you walk on is el piso, and in fact, piso, it comes from the verb to walk, pisar, and so what you walk on is el piso. Walk is in the sense of step on, not like walking around, that's caminar, but to step on or to step is pisar. So what you step on is the floor, el piso. And you can have, a house or a building with multiple pisos, more than one floor, if it's a multi-story. Speaking of, the first floor of any building would be la planta baja, the lower floor. Planta in this case being like, I guess, a stand-in for the word floor. But yeah, we call it la planta baja. So if you're asking, you get in an elevator and you need to go to the first floor, you would say, a la planta baja, por favor. Now, this is a little tricky and different from English. If you go up to the second floor, we call that el primer piso in Spanish. Now, in English, we wouldn't. We would call it the second floor in English, but in Spanish, they call it the first floor, el primer piso. But in Spanish, you kind of think, well, the first floor, the bottom floor, we call la planta baja, but now we're up to the first floor above that, and they call it el primer piso. So be careful, that can throw you off. So el segundo piso then would not be the second floor like you'd expect in English, but the third floor. The second floor above the bottom floor, third floor in total in English, el segundo piso. And so forth, you go up from there. El sótano, the basement. El sótano is the basement. And there are some helpful words for places you might be at or be in during quarantine. All right, clase, that's all for today. Make sure you've got all those notas written down and practice them and polish them up, and we'll practice them throughout the week.
Let it go, can't quarantine anymore. Yeah.